Let's talk about Infinity War. That was a movie. That happened. Just saw it last night with a giant theater of people that were so hype for this movie. Oh god. Maybe Q is here for comfort. Just to preface, this is gonna have major spoilers for the whole entire movie. I'm pretty much gonna go through like everything, so if you haven't seen the movie and you want to see the movie, then don't watch this. Don't watch any part after this little preface thing. So spoilers, don't watch if you don't want to be spoiled. Alright, let's move on. Everyone is dead. They literally killed everyone. I'm joking. They didn't kill everyone. A lot of people are dead. Everyone else that wasn't an original Avenger just got canned. Thanos said that the Infinity Stones that killed everyone, half the population or whatever, the way that he does it, that he somehow like tells the gauntlet, the stones, commands them to kill half the population of the entire universe. Apparently it's picked at random. I see you, Marvel. I see you. They were like, let's just leave the original Avengers for whatever reason. Probably because they are going to redact everything that happened in this movie, because there's going to be a second movie, and I'm assuming the original Avengers are going to be the ones that are going to bring everyone back, because one, there's already like three separate like Marvel movies coming out that have like multiple characters that are supposedly dead in them already. They're already like filmed and they're ready to be released, or not filmed, or they're happening. They're it's a thing that's happening. Guardians 3 happening. Spider-Man 2 happening. There's another one. I can't remember what it is. There is gonna be a Captain Marvel movie, so maybe that'll be like the introduction to Captain Marvel, and then the next Infinity War movie is going to be about how Captain Marvel saves everybody, or how they team up with the original Avengers. I don't know. At the very end of the movie, I turned to my boyfriend and I was like, you know, very emotional, and I didn't know what the heck was going on. I turned to him and I go, Rocket is the last Guardian. There's no Guardians left. And then he just like straight face, like deadpan goes, he's alone again. Like, it's just like fucking okay. It's like, why? Also, let me just point out that this is the second time that Rocket has watched Groot die before his very eyes. Great job, Marvel. Great job. You can go die. I hate you. I like how they kind of reference the Doctor from Doctor Who with the whole like Peter Parker saying goodbye to Tony Stark, the I don't want to go thing. Oh my god, I was like, why am I thinking about Doctor Who right now? And this is really sad, and this whole thing is just really sad. Speaking of a Doctor Strange, I felt like he could have done a lot more, and I feel like a lot of people were talking about this as well. He could have done a lot more with his powers. Some of my friends were talking about how it isn't stated in the movies or his movie that he can't control his power, or like control his power, like the teleportation at least, off of Earth. So apparently that's only limited to Earth. That wasn't referenced at all in the movie or his movies. A lot of people were kind of like speculating like, why didn't he just leave? Why couldn't he just peace the fuck out? It's pretty much a given that he gave the Infinity Stone, even though he said he wouldn't, to Thanos to save Stark. So that's the only way that they were able to win, by giving the Infinity Stone, I guess, according to Doctor Strange. He was gonna leave. He's like, I don't care about you peons. This is my stone. I'm supposed to protect it. And then he just fucking gives it. Like, the only reason is to save everybody. In terms of actual, like, structure of the movie, it was all over the freaking place. It was everywhere. It was just like, here's a subplot, here's a subplot, here's a subplot, here. They were all just subplots. They were all just subplots to the like actual, the actual movie. It just felt like it was just a bunch of subplots. Like, they all didn't even come together. It wasn't like we didn't have that moment in the first Avengers movie, the climax being all of them there together finally fighting off back to back the enemy, you know. In terms of plot structure, it was literally just, I felt like it was kind of a mess. I enjoyed it. It was very dark, obviously, but it didn't feel like a Marvel movie, really. It was very different from a lot of the other ones. You went from, say, so Black Panther was the most recent one, and that was fairly serious, I feel like, but you go from something like, especially like Thor Ragnarok, to like this great humor and just all around funniness, and there's really no sense of impending doom, and then this. I'd say it's not one of the best, one of my personal favorite Marvel movies. Definitely Ragnarok, I think, just takes the cake for my favorite, personally. Just because of the entertainment value in that one, I guess. In terms of plot and story, it was very lighthearted. A lot of people really like Civil War, a lot of people really like most of the Captain America. Winter Soldier, I feel like, is a fan favorite in terms of like plot structure and like the way things are executed. And I feel like this movie was literally just shock value because, you know, literally everyone died. They're using the shock value to get us back in to see the next movie. I feel like it's like, but why? Like, we would have seen the next movie anyways. I wanted to talk about the fight scenes. The fight scenes were really well executed, as per usual with Marvel, but specifically I wanted to talk about how one, they decided to X the Hulk from this whole movie, basically, even though he was shown in the last like charging scene towards Thanos, like when they're in the forest, at least. There's that image of the Hulk behind everybody, and he wasn't part of that. Hulk and Drax, and I think Scarlet Witch are the only three people that can actually defeat Thanos, in terms of like in the comics, I guess, that they actually like had a chance or whatever. So I also heard somewhere that I don't know if this is true or not, but they X'd the Hulk pretty much from the movie because Mark Ruffalo just wanted more screen time because he's never in the movies. It's just basically the Hulk that everyone wants from him. I really like Mark Ruffalo as like Bruce Banner, like as a character, but I guess I don't know if that's a true thing, so I'm taking that with a grain of salt. But I just thought it was funny to like bring up that that's another reason why they could have just like not had the Hulk in the movie. The Hulk, I guess, has the power to go toe-to-toe with Thanos, even though it wasn't really a thing in the very beginning of the movie. He pretty much just like fucking Hulk smashed the Hulk. So I don't know, I guess maybe that was the Marvel's way of saying, no, that's not a thing that's happening. And then Drax, obviously, they're gone. So I guess Drax with some power or something, I don't know, is able to defeat Thanos as well. But I wanted to talk about Scarlet Witch and Vision. Mostly Scarlet Witch, because holy crap, that scene where she leaves Vision and she fucking comes into the battlefield and just like blows literally like probably like hundreds of these little minion guys away. That was crazy. That was, one, the visuals were stunning. Two, the immense power that she has and she brings to the team is just like, and then Okoye is like, bitch, where were you hiding this girl? That was the best. She was like, where has she been hiding this whole time? Why was she not here? But thank God she's here now. Her powers are just insane. That scene of her she's got two hands on Vision trying to destroy the stone, and then she just fucking like is able to handle Thanos. She's able to hold him back with just one hand and the other hand still like going at the Infinity Stone. Oh my God, that was incredible. I think she would have been able to hold her own against Thanos, or she obviously did with just one hand, but if the other Avengers maybe were also not already fucking like beat to shit by this, probably would have been able to do something with them or help them. So I just want to put this out there my boy Thor, best boy Thor right here, he's also alive. Thank you. I wanted to talk about Peter Dinklage. I don't think anyone was expecting him to be in this movie, but of course he's in there, and he's a dwarf, because what else is he gonna do as Peter Dinklage? So I was kind of upset about that one. If he's a dwarf, then what are the normal, like, not dwarf people look like from his species? Because they'd be giants. That was a cool element to the story about him having to go light the forge, reignite the star. That was pretty crazy. I want to talk about Groot. Groot is a part of Thor's hammer now. Where's that gonna go? I don't know if that's gonna ever play in again to this actual story, but I thought that was really interesting because Groot is gone. He was gone. Does that mean Thor's hammer is also gone because that is a part of Groot? Also, Groot obviously has the ability to regenerate through any part of his body that has been destroyed. I don't really know how his species works. I don't know what his species is called either. Thor just calls him Tree. Thor in this movie. I'm wondering if, one, Thor's hammer is okay because all of Groot's person just disintegrated. So I'm wondering if that applies to Thor's hammer, or since he like fused himself with the hammer, or since he cut his arm off, it's like officially not him. That's kind of like a little plot hole, maybe, you know? Or if Groot can even like regenerate from the hammer. Like, oh my god, I would love to see that. The end of the movie, everyone is pretty much dead. Half of the Avengers, half of the people that were helping are dead. And I wanted to kind of talk about where that's gonna go. And this is the Marvel Universe. They're not killing everybody. They may leave out some people, which is what I want to talk about. They may not bring back Gamora or Loki, though I've heard some theories about Loki. He's died before, like Thor said. I kind of want to refuse to believe that all of Asgard just died, especially with Valkyrie. She wasn't even in this movie. Her story never ended, like never concluded. Idris Elba's character, he flat out just died at the very beginning. I'm wondering if he's gonna come back. So basically, a lot of people are speculating that whatever happens in the next movie, they're going to completely reverse the Infinity Stones effect. So they're gonna, all the people that died, like by disintegrating into ashes, they're gonna come back. So then what does that mean for the people that died before? So basically like the Asgardians or Gamora or Loki. So that's kind of what I'm speculating. I'm hoping that everybody lives. I watch Doctor Who, yeah. I'm one of those people. I'm wondering if they're all going to come back. Only some of them are gonna come back. Like, I'd love for Gamora to come back, but my child, Star-Lord. There is gonna be another Guardians movies. That's why I'm hoping Gamora's gonna come back. Like I was saying about Loki, completely lost track there. People are speculating that Loki is tricked Thanos into thinking that he was actually dead, that wasn't his actual dead body. Some people have shown clips of him like going off to because there was a part where he kind of goes off to the side and steps away and then comes back. They don't think he would have gone up to Thanos like that or had just the knife dagger trick up his sleeve. Like, that was all just kind of a farce. But well, I guess we'll find out. I'd love for Loki to actually be alive. If everyone comes back, I wanted to address what Groot is going to be coming back as. Is he going to come back as his teenager form? Like, is it literally going to reverse like everything that happened, like the disintegration? So like he's gonna come back in that form, or is he gonna come back as like a sprout again? is what I want to find out. So that's pretty much it. If anyone watches this, let me know what your thoughts on this are. We need to form a support group for this movie because, oh my god, I'm here for you. If you need to vent about this movie, we will form a support group for all of our children that are dearly past now. Moment of silence for them.